Welcome to Farm and Sugar. I'm Allie and I am a stay-at-home mom here in Kentucky, and I'm going to take you through a day in my life of working on the farm, working out on the farm, baking on the farm, and cleaning on the farm, all of that fun stuff. But first we need to get started on these chicken chores, and then we need to get some breakfast because I am just starving this morning. We're also going to throw some pizza on the Blackstone, so if that sounds enjoyable, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment down below on what your favorite baked goods is. Now let's get inside and get this day started. The girls are hungry. Come on, girls. Alright, big girls are fed, so let's get the silkies out. Good morning. Say good morning. So everybody is out and fed this morning. I do need to fill up some water for morning Pablo for the big girls, and we also need to check on the mama hen who is sitting on a bunch of eggs and see if any baby is hatched, because it is hatch week for, I don't know, several of the eggs, so we'll see if we'll have some new babies on the farm along with our Juno. Let's look at the farm this morning. It is definitely going to be hot today. Okay, so we gotta restock these eggs. I ran out in the fridge, so we'll do that. I'm gonna set these two aside because I'm gonna have 2 eggs for breakfast. And we'll measure those in just a second because I measure everything. Let's get these eggs in here. We have been going through so many eggs lately because that's what pretty much we all eat for breakfast in some form or fashion. So it's great that we have so many. Alright, so I need my phone. Alright, so I'm going to log my breakfast as I cook it. And I use the First Form app while eating in a calorie deficit, or if you want to put on muscle and you want to eat in a surplus, you can also use this app as well. And you can also choose if you want a trainer or not. So I will drop my referral link down below if that's something you're interested in. It takes all the thinking away from it. This is not sponsored, but this is just something that I use to track my food and everything that I need to just continue to eat what I eat and be healthy at the same time. So let's get breakfast started. So I pretty much always have the same thing. I rarely venture out. I like consistency. And with that, I'm gonna type in my potatoes. So I'm just using russet potatoes. And I measure in grams for most of my stuff. So I'm gonna do typically 60 to 70 grams. Yeah, so we're doing 63 grams of that today. Trying to keep my carbs lighter this morning because I know I need to plan for pizza later. And that's also gonna determine my lunch. So if you struggle with eating and what to eat, and by the time you get to like dinner, you have no idea, work backwards. Work backwards, trust me, it is a game changer. So it's 63 grams, so we'll throw that right on the stove. I already have these pre-cooked as well. Kind of makes it just simpler as the day goes. You can just heat it and go. Now, if you have a Sam's Club, I didn't see them there last time unless I missed them. The Amy Lou Maple Breakfast Sausage Chicken Links. These, you can eat 3 of them for 120 calories, 7 grams of fat, 2 grams of carbs, and 11 grams of protein. So I always have 3 of these every day, and they're already cooked, so you pretty much just warm them up with the potatoes. Super simple. Let me get my bowl out. Turn the vacuum off. And so while those are cooking, I'm going to go ahead and measure my eggs out. Put that down on the scale, clear that out. Log my chicken links. Now I do a 1/4 cup of cottage cheese as well for extra protein. So again, I'm just going to scan this. It's not working. There we go. And I'm going to put in, right, and I just put in a 1/4 cup after I scanned it and just save it. And then just measure out a 1/4 cup. get these eggs measured. So I'm gonna pull up egg in grams. So that egg is 62 grams. Clear it out. And 41. So this whole breakfast is going to be 373 calories, 32 grams of protein, 19 carbs, 18 fats, and 1 fiber. So sometimes if I don't like want to have a big lunch or dinner, if I know I'm not going to have a big one, I'll go ahead and have like toast and jam to kind of use up some of my carbs or to get extra fiber in the morning. So typically I'll do that, but again, I'm gonna have a big dinner, so I don't want to overdo it now. All right, I'm gonna get my eggs on. And this is what is for breakfast. I'm also gonna have 3 40 ounces of water today. That is the goal. Do I always meet it? No, but that's the goal. And then energy drink, which I need to log. This is literally my absolute favorite face cream. It's the anti-aging and it's literally like Botox in a bottle. Like, talk about product empty. I need to order some more of this. The anti-wrinkle eye cream. Another fade for the morning time. And like a little goes a long way on. Then I follow it up with Skin Medica, the tinted sunscreen. You always need to have a sunscreen on, whether the sun's out or not. Protect your skin. I have all these linked down below as well, in case you're interested in what I use every day. We use men's deodorant around here, guys, because I don't want to smell like baby powder or whatever. Women's stuff just doesn't seem to work, especially in farm life and workout life. Not gonna do much with my hair today because we are about to work out. So I really have some steps I need to get done. Still need to do my steps, need to clean. It's just after 10, right? Yes, it's just after 10. So we will do a kitchen cleanup real quick, load the dishwasher, and then we're gonna work out. So as you can see, my kitchen is an absolute wreck in here after the weekend. So let's spend a few minutes and get this cleaned up because it's a mess from canning pickles, getting the Blackstone stuff out, going through what we have, cleaning everything. So let's tidy this kitchen up. The air fryer racks on the Blackstone are really tough to clean. I think I'm gonna run them again though. Do you guys like to do the dishes? I don't know if I'm a fan of them. Even though realistically it only takes a few minutes, like it's still, sometimes it's just annoying. All this Blackstone stuff needs to go out to the grill. I need to put these together. This goes to the grill outside. Do you guys have a cart for your Blackstone? If you do, let me know what you use because right now we're kind of just carrying everything in and out like little by little. And I feel like I really need a cart. These are so easy. If you've never canned pickles or even just made pickles, give it a try. You'll like it way better than just normal pickles. Last thing we have to do is just wipe down the counters for now. It's not perfect, but it'll do for now because we're going to be cooking in it in just a little bit. I also use these microfiber towels instead of paper towels to constantly clean. I need to restock those, but yeah, I find them to be better than paper towels. And paper towels are a waste of money if you're constantly using them. kitchen's cleaned. One more thing that I need to do before I work out is I need to rehydrate my sourdough starter. I just ordered Eve from the sourdough company, the Southern Sourdough Company, because I did not want to wait like 2 or 3 weeks for me to start my own again, because I did not place mine in the fridge or feed it while we were out of town, so it died when I got back. And when I say died, it was molded, and at that point you just can't bring it back. Had no discard to use, so I just went this route. I'll link this one down below if you want to do sourdough, but I literally love making sourdough everything. So she also sends you instructions on this, so she makes it super, super easy for you. So I'm gonna get my jar, wherever I put it. Okay, got my jar. So there is 5-day steps for this one. So first one, we're just gonna empty the full packet into the jar. And then it says to add 3 tablespoons of room temperature water. Stir and let that sit for an hour, and then we'll come back and add 2 tablespoons of flour. So it says room temperature water, so I'm just gonna put my tablespoons into here and just warm it up a minute. And just warm it up for a few seconds. I love to use wooden like stirrers for this as well. I don't use metal for my sourdough or plastics. I typically just use a wooden. Don't want it too hot. I think I might have got it too hot. So room temperature water, it doesn't say filtered or unfiltered, but even with my previous one, I've always used filtered water. So that's what I'm gonna keep doing. So 3 tablespoons, 2, 3. Gonna mix that a little bit. Making sure all of the little bits are covered in the water. That's essentially going to rehydrate the little dry pieces. There. Well, usually I have a little cover for it, smaller than this, but I can't find it right now. So I'm just gonna loosely cover this right now for the hour. And then we'll come back and add 2 tablespoons of flour. And then we'll let it sit. So while that's doing that, let's go work out. It is 10:47 and we're pretty much halfway through some of our chores that we have to get done today. So before we work out, we'll actually check for any eggs to see if there's any out there and take the dogs out. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, let's see if there's some eggs. Look at them. I really need to do the landscaping around the coops, but to be honest, it hasn't been my top priority just yet. So let's see if anybody is in the boxes. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we already have 6 today. Typically we don't have that much at this time of day, but I'm not mad at it. Let's go ahead, grab these out. Look at the little calcium like splatters. And up. I wonder what she's rolling in. Juno, come here. All right, so now that we went and got the eggs, we took the dogs out, let's go ahead and hit our workout for the day. Today's Monday, so we're gonna be doing a leg day. Let me show you our home gym. All right, so here is the gym. It's a little bit messy. I gotta pick up all that styrofoam right there, but we have cable machine, leg extension bench, little cardio over there. Mostly we do our cardio outside, but the walking pad comes in handy when I need it, like when days like this, when it's either too hot or storming, I can still get my steps in. And then I do have that little platform for glutes, but I really don't use it. It's kind of just there. And then we have obviously our squat rack, and then we have the power block system for the dumbbells. You can just change the weights on the side. The balls, mats, Bosu balls, things like that. So yeah, that is our gym, and then our drink fridge over there. So it's still a work in progress, but I think it's going pretty well. So let's start our workout. Alright, so it's been an hour. Our workout is done. Now let's add the 2 tablespoons of flour. I just use the King Arthur brand. It's literally like one of my favorites, but whatever you have works. I prefer anything that's unbleached, and I find that's just what works best for us. Now we're just gonna stir it. It's okay if the little pieces aren't dissolved. So we just wanna incorporate all that water and the flour and the dehydrated starter all together until like all the clumps are incorporated and it's just nice and smooth. Because this is what's going to help when we're ready to start doing a larger feed for it to rise. And when it's risen, doubles in a few days, then we can bake with it. Almost there. It smells so good. You know you have a good starter when it smells good. If you know, you know. Does anybody else in their sourdough era or still? I know it was really popular like last year and the year before. It's kind of fizzled down a little bit, but we still like to make it every now and again. All right. Looks like we pretty much got it all mixed together. There's no really clumps. Sometimes you just have to keep mixing, even if your hands are tired. Sorry, I'm sweaty. It was extra hot in the gym today for some reason, and typically it's not. It's usually nice and cool in there, especially with the door shut. All right, so I'm just gonna flatten that out. I'm just gonna scrape down the sides. Always scrape down the sides. That's what's gonna make it, the jar be more clean, and you can kind of see what it's doing a lot better. So now I'm just gonna put this cover over it, leave it sit there, and we're done until tomorrow. Okay, so now I'm gonna make a quick lunch. It is 12:25, and I want to eat before I do my steps because I still need like 8,000 more steps, which is okay because we're gonna get on the walking pad and walk for about an hour or maybe 3 miles, somewhere around there, and then our steps will be done for the day. But I'm just having a light lunch since we are doing pizza for dinner, so I want to make sure I stay in my macros while accounting for that pizza. So lunch is going to be super small, super simple. I'm not that hungry because breakfast had a lot of protein in it. So let's get started. So I'm just using, all of this is from Sam's Club except for the pickles. I make those myself. But I'm gonna use the Members Mark chicken chunk chicken breast. Those are really good. I'm gonna use 4 ounces of that, so we'll turn the scale on. 4 ounces. And you will be surprised how much 4 ounces actually is. A little goes a long way. Oops, need to take a little bit out. There we go. 4 ounces. We're gonna need the pickles. So I'm doing 2 spears. And you can calculate the pickles however you like, whether it's by the spear or grams, anything like that. I'm just gonna kind of wing it. Getting pickles out can be a pain in the butt. There we go. So right in. Cut these however you like. I like little chunks. One more. And then I'm gonna put in a little bit of pickle juice, just a little. Like that. And then I'm gonna do 1/8 of Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt replaces the mayonnaise, so it helps with protein, but also keeps your fats low. So like 1/8 of a cup is literally 3 grams of protein and 1 carb, no fats. So it's a really good alternative for mayonnaise or sour cream, anything like that. And you can just add flavor to it. You could do ranch, you could add whatever seasoning you like. So we got 1/8 in there. Just put that in there. All right, now we're just going to mix this up. I find it best to use a fork when you're working with the chicken breast because it cuts it up a lot better and smashes it. I am gonna add some seasoning to this as well. And then we'll add the spring mix. And I did a cup of that. So now that that is all incorporated, some seasoning. So I'm gonna do a little bit of Italian, and a little bit of onion, and then just salt and pepper. But you can add whatever seasonings you like to it. I like to make mine kind of simple, but also kind of mimic, like, I don't know, like a Jersey Mike's sub maybe, things like that. And then mix it again. And then just our spring mix. Actually, I did 2 cups. So I'm gonna have a lot of lettuce today. But that's okay. Go ahead and grab this. I'm actually gonna get a different one. This one's kind of just meh. Wish I could find a way to keep lettuce longer, but that's what it is. This is thoroughly washed like several times. So let's go ahead and get a nice little measuring cup out. I'm doing 2 cups of one. I'm gonna mix the first one up. I like spring mix because it's just a little bit of everything and not just spinach or lettuce, anything like that. Like, it's literally all different kinds. All right, so there's gonna be, making a mess. Second one. Yeah, I should have got a bigger bowl. That's okay. And that's it. And literally this right here, super easy to make. What, less than 5 minutes? 165 calories, 31 grams of protein, 6 carbs, 2 fats, and 3 fiber. Like, we're good. I'm a little bit low on my fiber today. I need to incorporate some other stuff to kind of get it up a little bit more, but we'll deal with that in a little bit. So maybe I'll add some more mushrooms and a little bit more of that pizza crust. We'll do that. But yeah, super simple lunch. I'm gonna eat this and get my steps in, and then we need to pick up and clean the house just a little bit. And then we'll get ready for our pizza on the Blackstone. so I got the pizzas ready for the Blackstone. I used this little party pack of bobolis from Sam's Club, and it has 8 mini crusts that it comes with sauce. So I did 1 full one for myself, and I did that with some fresh mozzarella, some baby spinach, some turkey pepperoni, some cheese blend, and some baby bell mushrooms. This whole pizza, and I'll show you guys when it's done, is 993 calories, 60 grams of protein, 94 carbs, 40 fats, and 7 grams of fiber. And guys, I still have dessert to go of yogurt, strawberries, and blueberries, and I'm still under my calories for today, and we have not missed out. Like, we're eating pizza with the family. So love this app, love counting my calories and learning what I can and can't have and planning my day. I'm literally not missing out on anything. But let's get these pizzas on the Blackstone because I'm ready to have some pizza.
I have a lot of toppings on there. I don't want to put them on the center because they're just too hot right there.
Yeah, I didn't turn the fourth burner on.
Thanks for watching Farm and Sugar and a day of my life, and that was our Blackstone pizza. So we'll see you on the next episode.